All right, so today is Tuesday, April the 23rd. Market just closed, and I'm getting set up for the remainder of this week looking at some opportunities. Now, one thing I want to say is we did have a good amount of economic announcements coming out earlier today, and we looked at the news, saw that there was quite a bit of movement from that. Now, the rest of this week, we also have some big announcements. And because of the announcements that are coming up, I'm trading a little bit more cautiously than I normally would be trading when looking for opportunities. However, I did spot something that really does make sense to me, and that is going to be the NASDAQ 100. So let's start off with a little bit of top-down analysis. And looking at this chart here, we can see market pretty much based on the Fibonacci sequence is still in an uptrend, pushing up towards the overall monthly objective. So as long as it stays above the blue angle, which is our trend line, and above the 127 Fibonacci extension, I'm still looking at that to continue with the overall trend in an upward motion. So I'm still looking to buy the markets. The daily time frame is really what speaks to me the most. We see this here. If we zoom into this, we have a counter trend line after a pretty big sell-off, pretty much starting from April 12th all the way down till Friday. We saw the market was making lower lows, lower highs, and hit that support level. We have the counter trend line. Things are starting to push up. The market is now above the counter trend line, pushing up. And overall, I am looking for this to continue onward and upward to the price point here, which is right at that next support resistance level. And that's about 234 points away, or 939 ticks at that price point, 17,892.00. So I'm expecting the market to increase about another 1,000 ticks up in this direction over the next couple of days. So from now until pretty much the end of this week, my expectation is to look for low prices in the buy zone to look to buy. So I'm going to get down here now on my 1 hour time frame. And this is a short-term trade that we talked about actually earlier in today's session this morning, on its way upward to about that price point. And it looks like it's just about kissed it. Actually, it did just go through that. The high price was 17,661. We said 17,660. So the trading plan's working as according to the research. Based off of this, we're getting ready for the next setup, which, as we see, I look to trade where the market has been before. So a low-term setup would be about right there, which is 17,762.75. This would be about the spot that I'd be looking for a potential entry where the market currently is. I'd just be placing my stop a little bit lower here, somewhere below these swing lows, and that's my last real swing low here. Everything else has been pretty much on the uptrend since Monday evening. So because of that, I have to have a little bit more risk in order to capture the reward. But all in all, over the next little bit, the structure for this is still pushing upwards. So the whole premise of everything I'm looking for is buy low in the buy zone. And I'm looking for it to go there and then ultimately have another stop to go to right about there, 17,929, which if we look at where we're at with everything, that pretty much lines up with everything we see on the top-down analysis. We're still expecting the market to increase in price. So it comes back to the motto, buy low in the buy zone. What am I going to be doing? Looking for short-term scalps. In situations like this, because of the increased risk, I tend not to do much swing trading. So what I'm going to be doing is going to something like a 1 minute time frame and looking for opportunities here based on 1 minute or even 5 minute time frames. As long as the market is above key support levels, I'm looking for the market to increase in price.